What does it actually mean to be a prince of the church? Most people think of red hats and Vatican meanings, but the true meaning is found in a man currently leading its people through a full-scale invasion. Today, we're looking at why Major Archbishop Sviatoslav Shevchuk is more than just a leader in Ukraine. He's a global witness to what courage looks like in a broken world. Hi, I'm Leander, the Collegial Catholic. Welcome back for week 9. I've noticed many of you are finding these videos through your homepage. If you appreciate this collegial approach to the church, I'd love for you to join our community by subscribing. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's dive right into this week's video. Today's focus is Major Archbishop Sviatoslav Shevchuk, head of the Ukrainian Greek Catholic Church. To understand his leadership, we need a quick translation. When we say Greek Catholic, we mean a church that celebrates the liturgy, just like the Eastern Orthodox, but remains in full, unbreakable communion with the Pope. They represent a unique synthesis of East and West. But here's the connection that usually gets missed in the headlines. Before he was leading his people through the war in Kyiv, a young Bishop Shevchuk was ministering to Ukrainians in Buenos Aires, Argentina. His mentor, a cardinal by the name of Jorge Mario Bergoglio, the man we now know as the late Pope Francis. This shared history in Argentina formed a vital line of communication between Kyiv and Rome. It also gave him a front row seat to what it means for a cardinal to be a true role model in the faith. Let's look at the macro. If Shevchuk were to be created a cardinal by Pope Leo XIV, the effect on synodality would be massive. It would bring the Eastern experience of walking together directly into the heart of Roman decision-making. But there's a deeper reason. I believe cardinals should be role models for the church worldwide. The red they wear symbolizes their readiness to shed blood for the faith. In Shevchuk, we see a man who lives that symbol every day. While Russia's invasion inflicts unimaginable violence on his country, he stays. He shelters his people in the crypts of his cathedral. That is witness in its purest form, proving that the hierarchy isn't a status, but a service of courage. So, why does this matter for your parish? While we cannot compare the everyday challenges of our local communities to the devastating reality of a literal war, Shevchuk's example of leadership translates anywhere. He teaches us that true synodality isn't about committee meetings. It's about unshakable presence. It challenges to look at our own parishes and ask, when times get tough, do our structures insulate our leaders, or do they bring them closer to the people? Shevchuk is a reminder that the church is called to be a visible, courageous witness to hope. A Cardinal Shevchuk would be a powerful signal that the church's heart beats loudest where its people suffer most. He reminds us that the red hat of a cardinal is not a badge of office, but a promise of presence, a commitment to stand with the flock, regardless of the cost. I'm curious to hear your reflections. In a world that often feels overwhelmed by violence and uncertainty, what does an example of courage like Shevchuk's say to you about the true meaning of faith? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm looking forward to reading your insights and joining the conversation. Stay collegial, stay fear-free, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye.